All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Good evening. Hope you guys are having a great night. We're going to do a quick little breakdown here on today's New York session with gold. Before we do that, guys, I want to let you know that we have a free Discord. It's going to be in the description below. Come vibe with us. We got a lot of great traders in there, a lot of new traders in there. So we're going to be dropping a ton of value in that Discord. So you're more than welcome to join. Come in, come check us out. And then also, guys, a big announcement. We're going to be starting a live YouTube stream for the New York sessions starting February 6th. So coming up here pretty soon, we'll be trading the live New York session. So come vibe with us, come hang out with us. We're going to be trading gold, we'll be trading GJ, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun. The community that we're building right now is second to none, in my opinion. And I'm excited about just kind of working together with traders and all learning together and just being a part of the process and having a solid community to be with during this journey. So come check us out. Come check out our Discord, and come by and say what's up on the YouTube channel when we do the live stream. So let's break this down here, guys. This was gold earlier this morning. This is a 4:30. This is 5 a.m. Eastern time, and we were kind of pushing up a little bit, formed this resistance here, and then kind of started coming back down. So what happened was price started to range a little bit, and this is the 30-minute time frame here. So this is 5:30, 6, and then 6:30 a.m. Eastern is usually when I jump on the chart. So this is how it looked, guys. We were talking about gold being bullish on the previous daily candle, and kind of had this target set whether or not we were going to either break above or break below. So as you notice, we were ranging a little bit. It did poke its head up, right? It did poke its head up when we had our zones right here. And I believe this is when I posted on Instagram on my story saying we're back in the range. We're just going to have to sit tight and, wait for candles to close. We'll see if we can break above or see if we can break below. Above we had this area up here, this wick to fill, which was a clean, this was a clean, let's say 35 pips, and then below down here, you had this area of interest, which was this low down here. And that was, I believe, oh, that was, about 30 pips as well. And then you had, this area down here, which was also a major area that I was looking for gold to come down to, because we did have news today, and we knew if gold was going to break up or break down one way or another, it was gonna it was gonna rip. So we waited patiently. So what time is this now? This is 7:30 a.m. So what I want to do is I'm going to go on the hour time frame, right? Because this is when the hourly candle started rejecting this area. And one thing I've been taking note on is normally what I'll do is I'll wait for a candle to close below the range before taking any sells, right? So then I would be waiting for a top wick. And once this candle flipped bearish, I'd be in there, targeting, these areas right here. And one thing I've been noticing is sometimes price does not close below the range, right? So sometimes we don't get this closure right here, which is really a good indication that the next candle with clean traffic to the left should drive, right? So that's usually the candle that I like to trade, but and that's the candle I will trade. But one thing I've been noticing is if the 1 hour candle, right? So this is the 7 a.m. candle right here, right? So if this next 1 hour candle can wick up and then start breaking the low in the second half of the candle, so meaning the next 30-minute candle could start breaking the low, that's something that I'm interested in testing out to see exactly how we could potentially play this move in the future on the streams, right? So this was a high level of interest for take profits, and so was this area down here, right? Because you had all this to the left hand side. Check this out. Ready? You had all that. So that was a major area to look out for when it comes to taking profit. So And I was just testing this theory. I wasn't going to pull the trigger on it. I'm still sample sizing it and watching it and making sure that it's something that, we can see a high probability win come from. So the 7 a.m. candle closes just like this, back in this range. But then the 8 a.m. candle, and I'm going to go to the 30-minute candle here because I want to pinpoint that it happened in the second half of the 1 hour candle, meaning not this 30-minute candle, but the next one. So this one broke the low, right? It broke the low and then pulled back. And then now the second half of this 1 hour candle, it just folded. Let me see here. Yep. So the second part of this 1 hour candle drove down. And where did it go? Tap this area right here. See this? Perfect area. Clean candles to the left. Price drove down, touched that area. And that was a lot of momentum that we seen come in. Now, I didn't get an entry because we never closed below this area. And that's what I was waiting for. So now the next 1 hour candle, or let's say the 30-minute candle, pushes down even harder. Boom. But this time we don't get no top wick. And in order for me to take a trade, I need a top wick. So I need a candle to create a top wick, like something like this, before it starts to drive down. So I need it to come up and then, start breaking, flipping and breaking lows. And then that's when I'm usually taking my entry. So this was just something that I was studying, but at the end of the day, there was no entries here for me. And so that was the news. Everything started to calm down a little bit. Price went all the way down here. Didn't catch any of it. This actually, looking back, I was a little distracted. I wasn't looking at the charts the way I should have been. But this right here was clean. Like this is something. This candle right here was something that I would have been interested in taking the trade. We got a top wick, price flipped bearish, drove down, filled this wick, and then came out into this level right here. So that was probably looking back, and that's one thing that is important to do, guys, is after your session, look back. If you feel like you missed a move or you could have maybe gotten an entry, go check it out. Go see how it could have happened. Like, me testing this theory up here and then also looking back, knowing that, we probably could have got an entry here, right? We probably could have got a close below there. This candle right here closing below, and this could have been our trading candle right here. So, hindsight is, hindsight is there, but it's always good to go back and look and see what was going on during the session that you may have missed. So after this huge impulse move down, what happened was price started to, push back up, right? So you have this huge, huge push down, and then huge candle closing back up in the range. Now, what I've noticed is every time price makes an impulse move like this during news, most of the time it's going to get corrected. So here you have this rejection to the downside, a huge bullish candle forming a very strong support right in this area. If you look left, you'll see these areas right here all line up, right? So huge support being formed. And I just happened, this is at 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. So normally I'm off the charts by this time, but I just happened to be sitting at the desk watching it. And I knew that we were going to come up and start correcting this move. So it was 30-minute time frame. So this is where I was waiting for that bottom wick. And then once we had that bottom wick formed, we had a move. It was something like this, I believe. This stop was going to be underneath this 1 hour bottom wick, or this 30-minute bottom wick. So boom, you had the candle come down, push up. This is where we entered the trade. This was our trading candle. Hey, and this was the move that we took today, right back up into this zone over here, right here, right? We were targeting this area. Price came up, tapped target, and that was it. That was the trade. And then, it just kind of ranged a bit from that point forward, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, just kind of range. So that's a little